Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. Oopsie doops. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Cups. I feel like that's you, kind of presenting yourself in your power there, staying open from your heart space to a situation. Okay, let's see what's going on. Ace of Wands crossed by the Two of Cups. Yeah, the desire is for something to work out here. In your focus, the King of Cups. Yeah. There's another energy that's responding to this Queen of Cups energy. So it's definitely, there seems to be quite the resonance from heart to heart here between you and another. In the recent past, the Hermit. That's a lot of going inward, a lot of healing. In your strength, the Moon. It kind of goes into a shadow place. So I feel like there's been some deep healing on your side here. Quite deep, which leaves you open from your heart space. In the immediate future, the Justice card, lots of major arcanas here. One after another. Balance, lots of balance. Lots of stability here. Ace of Swords for the supportive energy. So you're bringing this somewhere. Yes, there has been a lot of healing on your end, but you're putting it into practice somewhere. You're functioning from it, or trying to at least. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Pentacles. Whatever you're dealing with is moving ahead, is under the energy of progress, but it's quite slow. So just so you know, things are going to move along quite slow here. In your hopes and fears, the Five of Pentacles, of course, the fear of screwing things up is going to show up here. Everything seems so balanced, though. It's not like, oh, I see fear. Oh, it's so huge. It's kind of overtaking everything. Yes, there is fear, but it's so well put into balance with everything else that it kind of blends in. It's almost unnoticeable. It's there. You're aware that it's there, but you've got this, you know? Ten of Swords for the potential outcome. Feeling a little defeated here. Feeling like, you know, you started onto a path and then the path ended as you started it, or something like that, which I don't feel like that's going to be the case, but that's potentially how it's going to feel at some point here. Let's clarify. Let me do the Queen of Cups. The Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Your intention is that of things working out, openness for the whole experience, for the whole. So a lot of positivity associated with this, a lot of hopeful kinds of energies here for whatever the situation is. Let's do the Ace of Wands. The Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords. Well, you're showing me the energy of equal give and take, but you're also showing me deceptiveness surrounding this energy. So even though you may be showing up with all of this, are they on the same page here? Do they want the same thing? You know, does the other energy show up in the same way that you are? Potentially, in what's been talked about, in what's been said, yes. What about the action aspect of it? You know, because we can all say a bunch of shit. That doesn't mean that we're going to go for it. We're going to stick with it, you know. Okay, so just because they said so for now makes them look like, yes, they are on the same page. Okay. Two of Cups. You got the Temperance card, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups. From saying you want to do something to actually showing up for it, there's a big difference. And you're also showing me a gap of time in between the two. So it's like, okay, so they promised they would show up for this. I'm still waiting. You know, you're giving me a sense of, after some time, I'm still waiting for them to show up for this. Like, for how long have you been waiting here? But you're getting to a point of, even though you're waiting and you're leaving that opportunity open, you're also opening up to the possibility of moving on from this if they're not going to show up eventually, you know? So they definitely said they would show up for this, but you're starting to recognize that you're still waiting for the actions to come into play, you know? Okay, let me do the King of Cups. In your focus, the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Man, I would say, normally I would say that this energy you're showing up with is quite naive. It doesn't come through as that though. It's almost like you know exactly what you're doing here, because you got all these energies of healing in the background, and it's almost looking like, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. You are pulling back in the sense of, well, if they're not going to show up, I'm not going to wait here forever, you know? But I don't know. You're kind of leaving me a little up in the air here with your energies and the way you're showing up, and you know, in the sense of, normally I would look at these energies and I would be like, oh, you're lying to yourself. Oh, you know, what are you doing here? Oh, but because you look like you know what you're doing, I'm like, I can't say any of those things because they're not justified. Let me do the Hermit in the recent past. The Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So somebody got used to some sort of a routine almost. There's like a repetitive behavior here, and it feels like one of those, you know, it feels good, it feels comfortable, let's stick with it kind of a deal. But it lost its meaning because it became so repetitive. So I'm not even sure what the hell this is. It could apply as an energy of, you know, you got accustomed to certain things, certain behaviors, certain this, certain that, and you kind of stuck with the program there. But along the way, forgot why you're even there, why you're even doing this. I don't know if this relates to this connection you're showing me, or if it's coming through more as a general energy, because this belongs to your personal healing here. Let me do the Moon. The Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, no, this... something's coming through, but man, you're killing me in this reading, because it's like I can't grab you. Just when I thought I grabbed you, and your energy, I mean, you're like, whoop, you're going in a different direction. I'm like, hold on. So coming through from a lot of healing, you get into this place, and whatever you uncovered through this healing, you're applying to the situation you're dealing with. And it feels really, really good. But, Kai, speaking of feeling good, stop licking the crate. Kai. The cat is licking the crate. Okay. Yeah, you're bringing in new energies. It's like you've gone through, let's say, I'll give you more of a concrete example. So this is your healing. But let's say you've gone through a class of some sort. Well, right now you're applying everything that you've learned in that class You're kind of applying it in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day relationships here. It's kind of slowly but surely coming to the surface, the teachings from there. And that could have been like 20 years ago. And you thinking, I'll never use that. And now it's like, uh-oh, you know? I don't know, something applies. Something from the past teachings of something applies here for this current situation. For the Justice card in the immediate future, you get the Magician, the Hermit, the Strength card. Man, what the hell did you learn in there? It's like alchemy. It's like, what? Creating magic everywhere. I don't know. These are great energies. But for you personally, but they apply into at least one other particular connection you have with someone. At least one other, but yeah. I see these energies spread out towards all of the experiences you're dealing with right now, but one is at the top of the list here. And you're showing up sturdy, stable, clear, everything. Then what the hell is up with this energy? Then why does it feel like it's a little Let me do the Ace of Swords for the supportive energies. The Six of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups. You're losing me big time in this reading. Again, in the sense that I'm grabbing at your energy and I see you doing one thing and then you're jumping right into the next. And ultimately, all of these energies tie up together into a story, but it's like I keep on losing you. It feels like you're jumping from one thing to another. That you're kind of creating a puzzle for me to put together to bring to the center, which in the center you've got the soul connection. It's great energies where I'm catching you. I'm at least enjoying it, but it's like, okay, so then what? I feel like it's an integration process of some sort happening here, of something that was learned and now it's all being played out. And I feel like you're enjoying this ride like a freaking roller coaster. That you're a little kid in a roller coaster here, but it's hard for me to catch you. Like, okay, chill for a second. Let's do the Knight of Pentacles and the hidden energies. The Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Lovers. Okay, it all comes down to the core of the connections for you. Where you're looking like the way you're moving ahead with this one, you're doing great here. You don't need any direction. You don't need anything. You got your own direction with it. That when it feels right for you, that's the direction you're taking. And it's like, it's great. I'm still kind of seeking to see where the hell they are at from the other end of this. You're not even letting me do that because you're keeping me busy playing tag here or something. Let's do the Five of Pentacles. In your hopes and fears, I'll catch you here. Because this is fear. Yeah, people don't just jump in and out like that from fear. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Wands, the Devil, the Justice card. Okay. See, that's the energy that's been chasing... I've been chasing around throughout this reading. That Knight of Wands and the Devil. That's the energy you've been bouncing off with here. To get to this freaking point, you could have said so from the beginning. You got me exhausted here. There's a little bit of impulsivity here. Two things. When it comes to you approaching all sorts of things here, apparently. And you're telling me, yeah, I'm working on it. Because sometimes it messes things up. You think? You got me all exhausted here, chasing you down for this energy. It's a little bit of an impulsive kind of strike to you. Like, you know, where for the most part the energies you're functioning under are freaking amazing. They're great, they're this, they're that, they're like containable. And then there's this little devil in disguise kind of an energy. That's why I felt like a kid in a roller coaster, because that's exactly what it feels like. It's coming out of fear. So it's closely tied up to some sort of fear, this sense of just jumping into conclusions, decisions, just jump. There's all sorts of fears in there, though. Fear of taking accountability, just blurring things out and blah, 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 whatever. You know? Fear of making the wrong choice when you do make choices from this place of impulsivity. So it's all tied up to fear. So through this reading, you're showing me these amazing energies that you keep bouncing from one to another. And then towards the end of it, you're showing me why you're bouncing. And then you're showing me your little nemesis there, the fear that could potentially take all of these energies down like a freaking Lego kind of a situation. But it's not. You keep it contained, it's not. How does this apply to this freaking soul connection? That's what I want to know. 10 of Swords in the potential outcome. The World card, the 5 of Wands, the Empress. Those are energies of endings because the energies are not matching. So almost reaching a conclusion that whatever kind of soul connection you have with someone, no matter how strong it is, if the energies are butting heads, it's not going to work out for you. This is basically an energy of growth on your part and how you're working on yourself. And it's a lot of the times you're showing it to me through the angles of all sorts of other connections tied up to you. I'm a little... It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it does and it doesn't. It's like your energy in there. It does and it doesn't. In the bigger picture of things, this is just healing, your evolution, your growth. And it looks amazing, it looks beautiful. And then at the end of it, it's like, oh, by the way, I have a little glitch here in my healing, which is this little, this little devil, which could ruin everything, by the way. No, I don't think it, well, of course it could, but no, you're not going to let it because you're too sturdy in this. But then you're jumping into all sorts of relationships, and then the conclusion is, it doesn't matter. As long as the frequencies don't match between me and another, I don't care. It's not going to work out, so it's not going to work out. So that another sign of growth there. So basically, you took me on a very jumpy, exhausting, roller coastery kind of a trip into your own healing here. I feel like I've been Dory in Finding Nemo here. That's how you left me, definitely. When I started looking for you, and then I lost you, and then, or you're Dory. I don't know who the hell Dory is, you or me. Why didn't you say so? You could have said it from the get-go. Hey, this is just about my healing and all of that. I'm kind of taking you on my journey here, and it's going to be fun, but hold on, buckle up. You forgot to tell me to buckle up. You don't do this usually. You're more, you've taken me into 100 areas of your life there. Okay, well, okay. Looks good, I'm not going to lie. The way it was presented to me was quite exhausting. From the universe, you get the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the King of Wands. You have a partnership here. That's the one that's sticking out of all of these that you showed me. I don't know which one it is because you got me lost in them. But you've got someone by your side, very loyal, very partnery-like. I feel like it's more than just someone you're working with or a good friend. I feel like it's a little more than that. Definitely someone you can rely on here. someone you can call potentially more than just a friend, you know. So apparently there's another energy by your side as you go through these things. Good, because it looks a little more grounded. Well, kinda. I look in their direction, I see fire there too, but in the way they're using that energy, it looks a little more grounding. So you're gonna need that. I don't know why you show up like this. Again, I'm loving it, but at the same time, it's exhausting. It's like, okay, I need to get the hell out of here. Because it is healing, it is growth, it is your growth, and I've enjoyed the show. I just feel exhausted. Spirit Animals Oracle. Up. Fox. Number 30. Learn to discern the truth. With its cunning nature, the fox represents adaptability and intelligence. Its medicine encourages us to seek clever solutions to life's challenges, harness our resourcefulness, and develop the ability to discern deception while discovering our authentic path. That's very interesting. I have no idea how to make the connection, but this spoke to the whole reading somehow. I can't make the connection right now because it's been so twisted through it all that I'm not even gonna try to squeeze it in there, in that whole roller coastery show of a journey that I've just experienced here. But somehow it may make sense to you more than me at this time, because that's all that's needed anyway. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.